Collecting a survey response is only the beginning. If you still export responses manually, copy information into spreadsheets, or repeatedly check your survey dashboard, valuable feedback can sit untouched for hours or even days. With Enquete and Zapier, every completed survey response can automatically trigger an action in another application. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to connect Enquete with Zapier and automatically send completed survey responses to Google Sheets without writing any code. A survey should be the beginning of a workflow, not the end of one. Zapier allows different applications to exchange information automatically. An automated workflow in Zapier is called a Zap. Every Zap has two main parts. First, a trigger, the event that starts the workflow. Second, an action, the task Zapier performs after that event. For this example, the trigger is a completed survey response in Enquete. The action is creating a new row in Google Sheets. Before creating the workflow, make sure you have an active Enquete account with an enterprise plan, a Zapier account, and access to Google Sheets. You will also need to have created an Enquete survey that you want to connect to the workflow. Finally, prepare a spreadsheet with clear column headings. For example, for a customer satisfaction survey, you could create columns for the respondent's email, customer satisfaction rating, feedback, and submission date. Now, sign in to your Enquete account. From the dashboard, open the Integration section and select Zapier. You can begin from the embedded Zapier integration in Enquete, or sign in directly to Zapier and create a new Zap. For this demonstration, we'll create the workflow directly from the Enquete platform. Create a new Zap and select Enquete as the trigger application. Enquete currently supports two trigger events. The new response event runs when Enquete receives a new survey response. The new survey completed event runs when a respondent completes the survey. For most workflows, select the new survey completed event. This prevents unfinished responses from being sent to your destination application. Next, connect your Enquete account to Zapier. Follow the authorization instructions displayed by Zapier. Make sure you connect the Enquete account that owns the survey you want to automate. After connecting your account, select the relevant survey. Review your selections carefully before continuing. Choosing the wrong account, survey, or trigger event can prevent the workflow from processing the intended responses. Now test the trigger. Zapier will retrieve a sample response provided by Enquete. This sample allows Zapier to display the available fields that can be mapped to another application. Review the sample data and confirm that it contains the fields you want to send to Google Sheets. With the trigger working, add Google Sheets as the action application. For the action event, select Create Spreadsheet Row. This tells Zapier to create a new row whenever Enquete receives a completed survey response. Connect your Google account and give Zapier the requested access. Next, select the spreadsheet and worksheet where you want the responses to be stored. For this example, we have renamed the Google worksheet to Customer Feedback, so please take note of that. Your worksheet may say Sheet 1 or Sheet 2, or you may choose to rename it like I've done. Make sure the correct column headings already exist in the worksheet before continuing. Avoid changing or deleting these columns after publishing the Zap. Doing so can break the field mappings and send response data to the wrong location. Now match the response fields from Enquete to the corresponding Google Sheets columns. For example, map the respondent's email address to answer 1 value and the response submission date to respondent completed at. You can also map individual survey answers, such as a rating or a written comment. Take time to verify every mapping. Incorrect mappings are the most likely reason values appear under the wrong spreadsheet columns. Remember that optional or conditionally hidden questions may produce empty values when a respondent does not answer them. Next, test the Google Sheets action. Zapier should create a sample row using the sample response provided by Enquete. Open the spreadsheet and confirm that every value appears under the correct column. If something is missing or incorrectly positioned, return to Zapier and adjust the field mappings before publishing the workflow. Once the test is successful, publish and turn on the Zap. Your workflow is now active, but you should always perform one final live test. Open the Enquete survey and submit a new completed response. Then check Google Sheets and confirm that a new row appears automatically. Your completed Enquete responses will now continue flowing into the spreadsheet while the Zap remains active. If new responses do not appear, first confirm that the Zap is published and turned on. Check that the correct Enquete survey, Google Spreadsheet, and Worksheet are selected. Also verify that both account connections are still active. If answers appear in the wrong columns, review your field mappings. When some answers are missing, the respondent may have skipped an optional question, survey logic may have hidden it, or the field may not have been mapped. If duplicate rows appear, check whether multiple active Zaps are connected to the same survey and spreadsheet. Also avoid running similar workflows using both Enquete trigger events. Zapier's task history can provide additional details when a workflow fails. Google Sheets is only one example of what you can automate. You can connect Enquete to Slack or Microsoft Teams to notify colleagues about important responses. You can create follow-up tasks in project management applications, send leads to a CRM, or alert your support team when someone submits negative feedback. The real benefit is not simply moving data between applications. It is reducing the delay between receiving information and acting on it. When sending personal information to another application, always ensure that the destination and workflow comply with your organization's privacy and data protection requirements. You have now connected Enquete with Zapier and created an automated workflow that sends completed survey responses to Google Sheets. The process is straightforward. Choose Enquete as the trigger, select the completed response event, connect your survey, add a destination application, map your fields, test the workflow, and publish the Zap. Your survey no longer ends when someone clicks submit. That response can immediately enter the systems your organization already uses and start the next action. Ready to put your survey responses into action? Sign up for Enquete today, connect with Zapier, and start automating your survey workflows.